And here they come. They're gonna start pouring out.
Like a rush of Black Friday deal seekers,
Don't try this at home.
dozens of imported fire ants swarm from their mound in a Richmond parking lot after a prodding from David Giannino.
This is probably only a couple of months old, maybe.
A response he's used to because it's the nature of the ants and it's his job to stop their spread in Virginia. First noted in Virginia in 1989, Giannino says they pose a risk to agriculture and to livestock and humans because of their bite.
The fire ant sting does feel pretty bad, but what's worse than the sting is the after effects. The wound or the pustule will itch for 3 or 4 days after the fact.
Virginia has a twofold approach to the ants. The first is a quarantine zone. These are areas where they're too well established to be eliminated, and that zone was expanded last week to include places like Petersburg and Chesterfield County. Businesses in these zones that deal in products that could harbor imported fire ants, like farming equipment or hay, have to be certified ant-free before shipping to areas outside the quarantine.
As it's making its way into more urban areas, it's being moved and picked up by individuals or businesses or products.
The second is eradication outside the quarantine, like this Richmond spot, which Giannino says has been ongoing for over 2 years and speaks to the insect's hardiness.
When we first came to this site, there were about a dozen mounds all spread throughout. And as of today, it looks, after our treatments, it looks like there's only about maybe 3 or 4 mounds here.
Giannino asked people report suspected colonies to the state and says among the key characteristics is the swarming if disturbed and the features of the colony itself.
No main entryway, really light, loose, fluffy soil. They tend to be in sunny areas.
He adds if you find one by stepping on it, react quickly and get the ants off as fast as possible and keep any bites you may get clean and infection-free.
Now, these mounds right here on Belvedere Street probably aren't fire ants, but if you do think you have found one, you're asked to report them to VDAX's website. We'll have a link on our website. And Giannino says while they will send out a crew to treat them, he encourages people to not wait to get that process started and to go get some approved pesticides and get that ball rolling.
If left unchecked and if left unquarantined or unmanaged, then they have the potential to spread as far as, as they can.
In Richmond, Cameron Thompson, CBS 6 News.